for the rally, June 26th at the Amphitheater North Park here in Springboro. Looking forward to a good turnout. We got some very interesting speakers covering a whole wide range of topics that you sure as hell won't see at too many other Tea Party rallies. That's for damn sure. It's also going to be videotaped, and we're going to air it on cable, and it will also be on YouTube. So we got some pretty good stuff going on there. All right, we was just at a little rally today in Cincinnati, more like actually in Westchester, at John Boehner's office. Yeah, the little wanker that's the third in command of the presidency of the United States, a little chump-ass wanker. Anyways, we had a choice again between either Boehner's office or Brad Winstrup's office. And to be quite honest, I don't want to drive down to Cincinnati. Cincinnati's a cesspool, especially if it's lunchtime, and especially if there's a stupid-ass baseball game and that tribal bullshit. Anyway, pretty good turnout, some good crowds there. I stopped plenty of handbills for the rally itself. Matter of fact, I picked up another speaker for one of the issues that I wanted to cover there at the rally, so that worked out really great. Anyway, just some thoughts on the topic. I was talking to a lady out there, and we were talking about how the fact that I mentioned Ron Paul, some of us didn't vote Republican because of the fact that we knew Ron Paul got screwed. He was going to get nominated from the floor, and sure as hell couldn't vote for Mitt Romney. Well, that's why we lost, because you didn't vote for Romney. Well, yeah, if I want to believe in that left-right paradigm and that stupid bullshit Republican-Democrat duopoly trap, just like John Quincy Adams said, always vote your conscience. That way, you know your vote's never wasted. And that's what I did. He wasn't exactly my candidate of choice, but given the other candidates that were running, including the Green Party and some of the other platforms I wouldn't even getting near, I ended up voting for Gary Johnson on the Libertarian ticket this year. So, I had to vote on principle. I had to choose the lesser of three evils, and so I decided to the least of three evils, and so I went in and chose Johnson over everybody else. Anyway, so that turned out to be interesting. But anyways, it's that type of mentality is the reason why we're having issues in the election cycle. You get these good Republicans that are always wanting to go along just to get along. And they think, vote for the Republican to beat the Democrat. Well, that's bullshit because it was already in the bag. Obama knew he was going to get a second term. He's done it from the beginning. Listen to his rhetoric when he first got elected. He says, by the end of my first term. He kept saying that. By the end of my first term. He already let you know in advance that he was planning on getting there a little bit longer than just one term. And it was pretty obvious. And then come out, Romney's son said he didn't even want to run in the first place. It's clearly obvious. They did it so they could shell game and rig the Republican nomination. So you have to kiss the pinky ring to fucking get anywhere. That's why I don't trust Rand Paul. He totally threw his dad under the bus. Now, we may look at it as a strategy. He gets to still stay in the machine and gets to use it. But as many things as Rand Paul has stood up for, as many things he's turned his back on in the liberty movement, such as labeling GMOs and just other aspects that, as a candidate, we were expecting him to wholeheartedly full vote. Remember, he's not his dad, and he will genuflect to Israel. It's clearly obvious. Clearly obvious. He's not his father. We've always known that. When it comes to foreign policy, he's not his dad in any way, shape, or form. He's probably about maybe 75% his dad on foreign policy. But when it comes to Israel, oh no, he'll genuflect to them sons of bitches every chance he gets, boy, especially the money keeps coming in. So remember, Rand Paul said he was only going to run one term in the Senate, wasn't going to run for re-election. So even if he's being groomed for the presidency, he's already kissed Romney's pinky ring, so essentially Anakin Skywalker has already kissed Palpatine's ring, and he's going to become a Sith Lord. It's clearly obvious. And if he doesn't do what the globalists want him to do, he'll wind up like Kennedy. Plain and simple. That's exactly how they'll play it. So anyways, yeah, we got some really good topics that we're going to be bringing up here at the rally on the 29th. Why gold and silver isn't recognized as legitimate currency in the great sovereign state of Ohio. We should nullify NDAA, Obamacare, and drones. basically why good men and women should at least run for some sort of elected office, even locally. Even if it's dog catcher, get in there. You can make a difference. Because once you get one person in there of the right-minded type of mentality and a liberty-minded profile, it sets a precedent. We saw it with Kelly Coles at the school board. She's outlasted 4 frickin' members of the whole damn arrangement. Then we got Regano and Petroni in there. Now we got a good, solid, conservative, fiscal, responsible base who are asking solid questions. And all of a sudden, I am no longer seeing the pop kook that obviously I have, everything that I've espoused, they understand where I'm coming from now, and now they're actually asking me for my input and my take on topics. So I think that's fantastic. So we can just get a couple more people in there, get that son of a bitch Miller out. I think we do pretty good there. That'll definitely help. So that'll be, he's a real Democrat piece of shit, man. We gotta get rid of that motherfucker. But anyways, alright, websites. cfccohio.org, cfcc.org, thehmd.com, sonnythomas.com, infowars.com, resistnwo.com, 14words.net, and whiteresistor.com. Salancha Mahat. cfcc.org, cfccohio.org.